Oh, the nice red ones, eh?
Red with one red blueberry on
Oh,
top.
and what kind of cake is your birthday cake going to be?
Yeah, that's my birthday.
Oh, that's going to be yours. And little Zachary and Jessie are going to eat some too? Do you think they're going to come to your house?
Yeah.
Yeah. And your other friend too? No. So, anyway, are you going to look at your television now?
No, I'm standing on here.
Oh. Yeah. And your Auntie Sherry's coming. Are you glad?
No, she's not coming to our house. We're going over to Nana's house.
Oh, and then you'll all be there.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to Nana's house with Mommy.
And is she coming on the airplane or in the bus?
She's not coming to my house. We're coming to Nana's house.
Yeah. And no, but do you think she's coming on a big airplane?
I think she came on a jet.
Yeah.
A jet. I think she came on a jet.
Oh yes, and they go faster, right?
They make a big noise and now oh my god.
Yes.
Well, I think
Maybe she's going to pass right over your house, eh?
no, I think
But maybe, and then she'll go down in the jet.
no, not wait on
On your rink.
no, not on my no, man.
Oh, that's true, at the airport.
Yes, then go to the
Doorbell.
no, not the airport.
No?
No, the doorbell.
Yeah, doorbell. That's where they all go down.
The plane landed down the doorbell, and then the little plane walks all the way to our house from the doorbell.
Oh, and who's going to carry her suitcase?
You can carry it.
Oh, it won't be so big.
So,
Maybe she's bringing a present for you.
it's not my birthday today.
Yeah, but she'll hide it till tomorrow.
Okay, we'll have one more. Basically, a present.
Yeah. I got one for you. I'm only going to give it to you next week.
No, because maybe Sherry's gonna bring a present over here. Sherry.
Maybe she'll bring one for Daddy too.
No, it's not his birthday.
Well, she's going to stay here for 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you, and you have do you have a little suitcase?
Maybe Sherry's gonna spend the next Sherry's gonna spend the night on.
Yeah. And you have a nice bed for her?
Yeah.
Sure.
I see an old mattress down here.
Oh. If she doesn't mind, she could have it.
Yeah, but maybe you could sleep on the floor.
Oh, no. But in the morning, you could go in their bed and play higgledy-piggledy night like him. No? And have lots of fun.
No, I get too bad.
When you come to my house, we're going to play it. I'll show you. We'll have fun too. So little Luke, I'm going to give you a big kiss for your birthday. You give me one too? Okay, bye-bye, honey. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Because I was saying she's going to come down at the airport or something. She knows she's going to come down at Dole Bow.
I know, isn't that funny?
It's cute. She
Yeah.
knows everything.
I know, it's scary.
And I said, you have a nice bed for her. And he says, I think we have an old mattress.
Yeah.
They were cute.
Yeah.
So where you at? Right after? I said, not right after.
No. Yeah.
Because that goes to show, what does he know, the little squares on the calendar, right?
Yeah, we can count them out. He did know, like 2 days, it was 2 days till his birthday.
Yeah.
And he was telling everybody, but now I don't know what he knows. I'll be glad when it's over.
He's just so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just as well then. I'll wait till all the excitement's finished, and maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, sure.
If you want to come over.
Yeah, sure. Monday would be good.
Today I might still go over. Hello, 1993. I think it's about a year and a half later, because Luke's birthday is January the 26th. And I think that was 1991, because I cut out the part where I mentioned about Teeny dying, and she died in January 1991. So anyway, I think they did come, and Luke enjoyed his gift. It was a bus with all the people sitting in it, and you could take the seats out, and the driver could take out, and then you could place them all back in again. He really liked it. So that was when he turned 4. Now he's 7. Let me see, is he 7? 1993? No, he's only 6. He'll be 7 in January. And he's starting grade 1 of school. I talked to him on the phone in the summertime, and he said, I graduated. Oh, I said, now you're going to go in grade 2. No, I didn't even do grade 1 yet. Here, that's Louise Penny program, and she had this Dr. Fuller. I didn't get the very beginning of his talk when he explained so many things that just exactly like Emil is. And anyway, it was June the 10th, 1993, when I'm listening to this. And I forgot to turn off, and I almost erased all of my little grandson, Luke, Desmond's boy. But thank God I thought of it and switched off, because you see, sometimes I'll take an old cassette to use. So, yes, and I had Emil over on the day before Labor Day. He slept over, so he's sure not any better. Still has his imagining, his paranoid feelings. It's very, very hard to get along with people like that. So hard that all his sisters and brothers don't have anything to do with him. But his wife still tries to help a bit. And of course all the neighbors and the police force and the people at Prevost, we hope that nothing too awful will happen to him. Like the doctor said, they do get in terrible mix-ups. We'll be hearing Luke. He sounds about the same age as on the other side when he was telling me about his 4th birthday party. Who's going to sit on it? Just you can sit on? Oh, you got a present, eh?
No, the big flag from
Auntie Cal. Yes. And what color is that?
the one that Carol gave us?
Yes. Oh, blue.
The one,
Yeah.
other one is red.
Oh boy, then you could see it. Hmm.
Orange, red one.
There's lots of snow, eh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll give you to Mommy now. Goodbye.
Bye. He told me all the colors and everything.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, last year, Carol was working for a company that made them.
Oh, I know. Norfolk, yeah. Yeah, she did everybody some. Yeah. Did you put the snowblower on the ice? It doesn't break it?
No,
Oh,
no,
went right along.
yeah,
So now there's big snowbanks.
yeah,
Gee.
yeah.
So have you been skating?
Yeah, oh yeah, I went out yesterday. We had some friends over from Des's work, somebody he works with, and their kids. So we
Oh.
were out last night and, skating and
Yeah,
had
and
fun.
it wasn't too cold, eh?
No, they were all dressed up,
Good.
Yeah.
Did you take pictures?
Well, they had a video camera, so
Oh,
they took a video of it.
that'll be nice.
Yeah,
Isn't that nice?
yeah,
I think he's working the rink for all these years later.
yeah.
Did he find any? Oh, did you get my letter?
Oh, yes, thank you, by the way. Yeah,
Didn't it-
pictures. Yeah.
Picture of what? I forget now. What was the picture?
Well, there was one of Kathy with a little dog and a cat.
Oh yes, holding up the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There's one of our tree on Royal, which was neat to see. I don't even remember that.
Tree?
The tree, Christmas tree?
Oh yes, you didn't have it, because I had 2 copies.
Yeah,
So I must have had it
yeah,
with the beer maker underneath.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Eh?
Yeah, that was good.
So did he look at them?
Oh, yeah.
He enjoyed looking at them?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I read the letter to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's sort of a story.
Yes.
Because now I'm writing, I'm going to write some more too.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a lot written already, but I'm just going over them and fixing them up better,
Yeah, yeah.
But you know that loose leaf binder I gave you? You could put that. It's a song that my cousin. Sean, you were really good show. I'm singing in the rain. In the rain. La 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 la. Da da la 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 la. Da da la 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 la. Da la la la. Da da la 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 la. Je ne connais pas. Ok, ben dis, on a une bonne party. Nous avons eu un super beau party. Merci Aline d'être venue. Quel beau entrain! Jean-Baptiste demain, ce soir le feu avec la pluie. Puis les marshmallows. Ouh! On a dû faire 80 marshmallows au moins. Hein? Merci beaucoup d'être venu. C'est belle fun. And let this lady talk too. Hein? Vous enregistrez. Regardez. Say something. Did you have a good party? Est-ce que vous avez aimé le party? Oh oui, j'ai aimé ça beaucoup. Tell your name and your tune. Come back now and see what I did. It's a cookie, now it's on.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Brother's going to bring you a cookie?
Yeah, maybe bring his arrowroot to him, Luke.
Oh, thank you,
Bring his
Luke.
arrowroot, would you?
Luke, are you going to say something? So, Kathy, this is my 3rd Friday today.
Yes. Oh, this is on tape now?
Yeah, this is your say. Sounds like a, that's the sound he makes? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Luke, what did you do with my stamps from Greece? Did you find them now? You mustn't nod because nod won't show in there.
She wants to hear your voice.
Yeah.
Did you answer that?
You get mic shy, eh? This turned up.
Nick, are you going there or? Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Luke, come here a minute, please.
Nicholas.
Oh, Luke, is he gone?
Oh, you mean Nicholas? I mean Luke.
Yeah, we mean Luke.
Luke, say hi. You want Grandma? wants-
Say in here, you've got to wish me happy trip. We're all eating our biscuits. They're so good. Okay, here comes my little grandson, Luke.
Happy trip to Hawaii,
Grandma.
Grandma.
So, should I give you my ring about the door?
Saying something. Nicholas is saying.
Yeah, that's good. So, talk again so he'll talk. Talk.
Wish you a happy trip, Tiffany. Wish you a happy trip, Tiffany. Wish you a happy trip and a good time.
He's smiling. He's got the nicest smile. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Stop Guru.
No, you can't do that anymore.
He doesn't want to talk. So, Luke, where are you going now? You're going over to your friends?
No.
Well, tell Grandma what you're doing tonight.
I'm going to. I couldn't because I'm going to Cubs. We have a pool.
Tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the pool.
Oh, you're going to swim tonight. Oh, lucky. Well, how do you get there?
Dad will drive them.
What time will that be?
6:30.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
oh, so. Yes, you're answering for a minute.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. So I gotta leave because my guy's coming back.
What time is he going to come get you?
Can't drive me to St. John?
I could drive you to St. John.
Okay, can you put on his clothes?
Yeah, but let's, oh, you want to go? Okay.
Your homework. Go and get your homework. Let me see what it is.
Tell
Okay?
Grandma what you got tonight.
The time goes so fast,
You
thank
got a good report from the teachers, though. They
I'll
say
just tell you. I just gotta do a recount on a book. Like there's something.
I still like to see it. Show it to me.
Well, I didn't write anything down. It's nothing.
But show me your book.
Oh, I don't. I was supposed to write down
a story. He does it on a loose sheet. What do you have to write, Luke?
You didn't bring home any books.
No, you know, I didn't need a book. You just gotta write like something. Like you gotta retell a story.
Oh, like a story that you read today? You have to talk
No,
about
any
it?
story.
Mother's Day, 1990. I wish I had got out this lovely new cassette, brand new, all wrapped up so well against dampness and dryness. Catherine gave it to me for, I think it was Christmas. Anyway,
and she's reading Mary.
Familiar to radio listeners in Britain and in the United States, as well as coast to coast in Canada, that was Mark Kenny's theme tune.
But the one called Papa, the one about my father that I wrote after he died. And also the one about my rose bush that grew outside of my window at 620 Laval, the back. And a climbing rose came in my room. It knew it must if it would bloom. Its leaves and thorns scratched on the pane while outside it did complain. Please let me in, it's cold out here. One more night I'll freeze, I fear. Mother Nature made me grow. How I'll ever bloom, I do not know. Anyway, it all turned out I did bring it in. I lifted that little window. There was a picture of me looking out of it. And I pulled in the long, long stem inside of my room and put the window back down again. Stuffed it with something. But anyway, the little rosebuds just stood there, but I used my poetic license and I ended up with now I look out at God's bright sun as the petals open one by one. But it wasn't true. The rosebuds, they just stayed the same for about a week because outside was too cold. The roots and the the big main stem that came up was freezing. I guess there weren't many juices going up and down. Maybe on the sunny days, though. Had to talk. They started a story way down Newfoundland, and when it got to Quebec, I had to add on my little bit.
Well, where were you?
I was right here at home. They do it all by phone.
Yeah?
They phone you up about a half an hour previous, and they take it on tape, and then you hear yourself later on.
Oh, what did you say?
Oh, it's too much. Sometime I'll tell you all about it.
Well,
Sometime.
give me a general idea.
Oh, well, the ones in Newfoundland started off, they said there was this shipping, this fishing boat that went out, and these certain people were on it, and all what happened, and a big storm came up, and all that. So that had been taken down. See, Newfoundland is in the time zone way ahead of Toronto and Quebec, eh?
Yeah.
So, right. Now I found out how they do their programs, those Peter Zosky and all his gang. Anyway, they phoned me at 8 o'clock on the dot. I thought it was Carol saying, yes, come on over, Mom, come on. I said, okay, what do I have to say? Well, we're going to start a story in Newfoundland, and when it gets up to Quebec, you have to add on your little bit. So she wouldn't give me any more than that. So I sat down the typewriter, and when I heard them talking about fishing boats, I wrote down something about fishing.
Yeah.
But anyway, then the fellow in Prince Edward Island added on his little bit, and the fellow in New Brunswick just before me, these are all big people that talk on the CBC very often. But they're in touch with me for different reasons. I've been writing to them too and all that, you know. So he had one fellow off of the ship, swallowed by a whale and vomited up in France.
Yeah.
And Bridget Bardot took him in. Anyway, it's a big long thing. So when it came my turn, I added up. And he lived with Bridget Bardot for 22 days, and then came a big knock at the door. Then it was my turn to take over from there.
Yeah.
Anyway, sometime I'll
What did you add?
Oh, I added on something crazy. Because the girl phoned me back. She phoned me 3 times from Toronto, and she said, now the next call is going to be Peter, and you tell him, because he's going to be taking it on tape. Say, who am I going to make knock at the door? All of a sudden, the only thing came in my head is Fidel Castro. Here I make up a big story about Fidel Castro needed a vacation. He's tired of making sugar. And all these people had made him this special airplane and a car in the airplane. And he left on a vacation for France. And then they all came back here and visited me and ate pea soup and Johnny cake. And we all went up north skiing.
Yeah.
So I said, Peter, I can't think of anything else. You only gave me 5 minutes to think of this. Oh, he said, that's fine anyway. That's good. He said, now the next one, he said, in Manitoba, had the whole bunch of them all, something terrible happened to them. Whales over in British Columbia ate them all up and took them at. One was at 11:10. But it's my day at 42 Levesque, when I had my 6 children all under 12, and a husband who kept coming and going, and had only 1 suit and a half, and I had to press it, and making applesauce. I didn't really chop much wood, I don't think. Well, I did chop a bit, because we used to get it delivered by the quarter cord to burn in our stove, but in the winter we burned coal. The fun was getting the fire going. You started off with wood, and then you put a layer of coal until it caught well, and then you added more coal. The stove would throw off heat all night, but we'd have to turn the dampers down. That little key on the chimney pipe, you had to turn it that not too much air came down. And also the one under the fire, you had to know just how to regulate those keys, because it was the oxygen that made the fire burn faster or slower. All people do today is go over to the wall and push the thermostat. Almost 20 years now to this program. I started at 6:20 Laval, up early in the morning, like the morning that he read out my poem about my father. I had my tape recorder out on the counter in the kitchen, and it was sort of at the ready, and it was 7:25, and I just woke up. And I jumped out of bed and I said, oh, Fresh Air program is on with Bill McNeil and Cy Strange. I better... no, I think I heard him saying, I have a letter here from a lady in Shamedy. And I jumped up quick, and I turned on the tape recorder and I got him saying my name. And then, of course, he read out the poem about my father. When he was around, times never were dull. He lived each day of his life to the full. He taught us things that we must learn, so for our neighbor we'd have concern. Our love of nature, we learned from him, besides how to skate and ski and swim. How to spade a garden and plant a seed, and he explained why we must weed.
On the occasion, this afternoon at 5.
Birthdays and feasts, Dad never forgot. There was always a gift, either homemade or bought.
CBC.
And he learned the songs, and the latest song hit. No, musical instruments he played just a bit, but he learned the words to the latest song hit. And at parties, the ladies all hoped for a chance that he would come over and ask them to dance. And though no diploma ever hung on Dad's wall, as a very good teacher, he's remembered by all. Even my 6 children can remember their grandfather teaching them things, and when he'd come on his visits and talking, and after he'd finished eating with us, he'd always say, very tasty, Eileen. The kids still talk about that.
The size of a small brick is called a Tetra Pak. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty early.
Yeah.
Yeah, around here we don't have any.
Well, it is pretty early, but I guess they'll do it again.
I wrote a Robin story, Have you ever read it? If I only had time, but now there's no more time, the day flies by.
No.
A real nice Robin story. 5 cubic yards of earth cost.
Oh, well, 5 times 26.
26 for 1 cubic yard.
Yes, because they put all the proteins and
And I used to make my compost heap and turn it up and do all what was
$15
fine.
for tax, and $15 for delivery.
And you put your compost
And I
heap.
have to give my neighbor some because he loaned me his wheelbarrow.
Huh.
Yeah.
$100 worth of earth.
150.
Oh no, I can't believe it. And you can't spend $3 gas to come and visit me.
That's right.
God, I'm not even worth a load of earth. I told you, but Elvin wanted to put Estelle in the grave.
About 10 people could have lied in it. You could be buried.
Well, maybe that's where I'll go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make your carrots get extra
I
long.
have to put it around my house so it won't flop. How are you?
That's Catherine. Oh, yeah, my goodness, I sort of forgot about starting to get ready. Because I want to go to St. Joseph's Oratory on the way, maybe.
Yeah. Well, have you decided, or are you just...
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna start out pretty soon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, which means that you'll be here around what time do you figure?
Well, I don't know what time's the Mass over there, but is 1 o'clock too late? 1:30?
No.
2?
No.
I had a great big breakfast. Maybe I'll eat a little bite again before I leave. Anyway, I had a big chat with Ron, and we had fun on the phone. He told me he bought so much earth.
Yeah?
It was very funny, all about his birds. Yeah. I told him about his a card that he sent me about 5 or 6 years ago, just a big piece of white paper, and he made his own card.
Yes?
And down in the corner he wrote $1.35. So he said, now, Mom, I said, yeah, he said, now, because we were talking about all what he's going to send me, you know, his report cards and all kind. He says, Mom, it's going to cost a lot of stamps. And he said, now I can use that $1.35 that I saved to pay for the stamps. He's so cute, you know. And I came here yesterday and he says, "Oh, gee, Mom, I forgot your Mother's Day card at home."
Yeah.
And I nearly said, "Yeah." Graduation tonight at Sal Wilfred Peltier at Place des Arts, and I'm getting all ready. It's June the 12th, and I think it's just wonderful to have these bells ringing at Holy Rosary Church in Vancouver. Too.
Okay, well, you want...
Well, I'll cut off this conversation that I had with Catherine on Mother's Day and tell you about today, Ronnie's graduation ceremony. And I'm getting him I'm making him a cushion with Concordia written on it. So it's not done yet. And I think I'm leaving here on my own. I don't want to go with Carol, who said first she'll be going to Catherine's, and then we'll all get in Tommy's car and drive and have all that trouble of parking at Place des Arts. So I think I'm just going to go off on my own. It's a beautiful day, and I have all my nice new clothes I bought, and the heck with them. I'll get there. So,
If you can't run away from you, they have to listen to you.
yeah.
They're stuck in the wheelchair,
Yeah,
so they can't answer back. They're too old.
yeah.
So you can do anything you want with them.
We're teenagers. They answer back, they're bold, so let the younger, stronger men take charge of them. And us poor old people are only a foot away from the grave, which Ronnie said he could put 10 people in his load of earth. Then that. Did you ever hear such insults? She told me that somebody's philosophy, that what I'm doing, visiting old people and bringing them a smile. It's too bad. I'm going to get Mrs. O'Reilly, bring my tape recorder this week, and I'm going to get Mrs. O'Reilly to say something nice. Like whenever she sees me, "Oh, there you are. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm so glad you came." And all the others, how they're so happy, and I hand out the songs, and they look up the words and they sing. And to have the nerve of a young Snip and whoever else is their philosophy saying that what I'm doing, visiting old people and trying to bring a bit of happiness to their lives, that I'm wrong, that I'm only doing it for my own satisfaction or something. How? Well, I did bring my tape recorder, and I have the old people talking and singing, and also a little book where they signed their names saying how happy they were that I came. Hello? Thank you. I'm so fuming though. You're gonna be the one get the blast.
Ah. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, that's it, eh? Anyway, Catherine phoned me and gets all mad just because I can't say exactly what minute I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Because I'm planning first to go to the oratory, eh?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh, you know what people do then?
What?
They say a minute, but then they call and they say, "I'm sorry, you have to call me a little late." And they just make them...
Not me. I phoned the oratory and I found out there's a mass at 1, so I told her I'm going to go at 1 and I'll be there
After.
And she says, "Well, it sounds awful complicated to me." I said, "No, I don't think so."
Yeah.
So then, she says, "How are you going to do? What are you going to take?" Well, I said, "I'm going to take the 17, and it's not, isn't it?" So then when I called back again or something, she says, "Well, be sure and get off at the right spot." And I said, "Oh, well, Tommy's going to meet me there, right?" "What do you mean, says Tommy's going to meet you? It's just across the street." Like I was hinting, like, why doesn't he come to the oratory? So she did admit, she said, "Tommy suggested that he should go and get you, but I told him no."
Yeah. To Andrew, he slept out last night. He said, "Oh yeah, that sounds good, Mom." So I guess that's what'll be happening around here.
Besides you teaching them how to cook.
Yeah, you know.
How to put out a dinner.
Together, we're pretty cheerful. So
Good.
I think it'll be all right. Yesterday I got 4 LPs of Felix Klein out of the library.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the music I'll put on, and I'll just
I got here, I was playing the Nutcracker Suite. Such nice music. So I was thinking of lending it to you.
Well, I've got it. Oh, yeah, you get the whole thing, eh?
Yeah, and on the other side it's the Concerto 1812 by Tchaikovsky.
Yeah.
I played it now twice. I
Well?
must bring it into Catherine.
So I was thinking I'd come over for my Mother's Day visit when the pictures are developed.
Yes, that's the best.
And I'll let you know when
Well,
that's
then I might be calmed down.
Yeah.
Because she even said, Leonia, somebody I know, their philosophy is, because first I had a good chat with Ronnie for half an hour. He told me all funny things, what he's doing in his garden, and the birds and all stuff, you know. And I told him you enjoyed his little comments on the picture.
Oh, well, good.
So he says, I'm supposed to send you my report cards and this and that and how much it costs and the stamps and this and that. So I said, well, you know, Ronnie, good, just around the corner you have one?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
say, oh, I'd like a cake too, eh?
No,
2 of them are so full of goodwill, you know.
sure.
Say, oh, yeah, okay, Mom.
It don't take long. You make me feel like going to your house.
Well, she thinks it.
Poor Catherine. No kidding, nothing when you want, eh? Poor, it's terrible. But anyway, that's all right. Do it. Eh? Anyway, I better get to 1 o'clock mass. I'm even too late. Bye. Days later, and said that all the plans were carried out. Melanie and Andrew prepared the dinner. They made a cake. They even put icing on it. And they treated her as a mother should be treated on Mother's Day. This is Faye's phone call. I'm cooking right now, but I turned it all off.
Where are you going?
I'm going to, it's my son Ronnie's graduation.
Oh,
Yeah.
what did he major in?
It was sociology, but he got his degree in, he got the official BA.
Yeah.
So it's all going to be held at Place des Arts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I got a nice new outfit that I didn't know it was going to be this warm. Maybe I'm going to have to wear my summer dress.
It is warm. It's very warm. I'm sitting in the sun a bit now.
Yeah.
Very, very warm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So we're all going. He got 4 invitations.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, not Emil, but the rest, Carol and Catherine.
Yeah. That's nice.
So I'm just preparing this gift and I have to still buy a card, but I'm looking for a card. I thought I had one here, you know. So what else to do with you?
Wait.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Oh yes, Emil, what's going on?
Well, I brought Kenny to his first soccer game. I think right there with the Olympics.
Yeah.
Only 7 kids showed up.
Hmm.
Now, there was one little kid there that wanted to play who gave him his sweater.
Hmm.
And they were outnumbered all the time. Four men on the field all the time. Kenny played the whole game.
Gee.
Last half he played when he captain.
Well, and he seems to enjoy it.
Came off. First half, one advantage, one advantage. Back out he was.
Good.
Score finished 4.
Mm-hmm.
The boys on guard. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, that made it harder on you folks. Guys, you stayed.
When Emil was telling me here that Kenny had his knee cut, but it's too bad. But I'm glad he played and he enjoyed himself. So here it is, January the 12th. Almost, my goodness, over 6 months later, and I'm listening to this and enjoying it and remembering all what happened that day. Got to Place des Arts first and went and secured 4 good seats for us because it was first come, first serve. It's not a very big t-shirt though, so I'm going to cut it and I'm going to make a cushion and put that writing Concordia on it. Yeah, for his present. Yeah. How old is he?
Well, I don't know. But he has white teeth.
Yeah. Oregon over at the old people's home where I visited and Jeannie for 6 years before she died. The name of the lady playing is Lucien Mugami, an Armenian lady. Very, very nice. She could speak 7 languages. She's dead now, too. And dear Lucien was about 7 years old. She liked to crochet and knit. And why she was there, though, is that she weighed about 350 pounds. It was sad to see how big she was. But her fingers were the right size for the organ. You didn't mind getting in a small plane?
Well, that's all it was. It was a 2-seater. Me and the doctor and the co-pilot and pilot.
But
I was lying there looking at how it was made inside. Every bolt that was holding it together. It wasn't fancy.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But the first one that you didn't want to get in.
No, I had motor trouble. They were trying to fix it for me up there.
Oh.
So I don't care even if you fix it. I'm not getting in it.
No.
I was so scared. I never flew before, and there, the emphasizer was, oh, gotta wait a little while. They have motor trouble with it.
Yeah.
Fix it. I'm not getting in it. I don't care.
No.
So they took me back to the hospital. They ordered. They phoned North Bay, and they flew a plane in from North Bay.
Yeah. Well, that was nice, though.
Yeah.
Eh? But I used
You know what? Apparently, when she came home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Just a minute. I'm gonna put my teeth in. When she came home from where?
From Toronto, like, eh?
Yeah.
They put her on a ferry.
Yeah.
And then from the ferry, they took her, an ambulance that was on the other side of the lake or river or whatever.
Yeah.
They put her in the plane.
Yeah.
She had a great ride. She had 2 rides in one day.
She was about, what, 4 months old?
Yeah, 5 pounds on the nose when she came home. Imagine that, eh?
You're what?
She was 5 pounds on the nose when she came home.
Yeah, that was good, eh?
Yeah.
I remember that. I got all those letters you wrote to me.
Yeah.
And all those.
Did I ever send you pictures of her?
Yes, but.
Don't you have them anymore? Because Emil ripped all mine up.
Oh, what a shame.
He ripped everyone up, and Brenda, I think Brenda should, you know?
Oh, and you didn't have the negative?
No, well, not that kind of pictures that were taken from the hospital when she was in the hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you got them?
No, remember I sent it back to you. I didn't like it either.
Well, he tore every bloody one up.
Well, just as good.
Yeah?
Just as good. Those things sticking out of her and everything.
Well, there was one that wasn't bad. She had a little pink bonnet on.
Yeah.
Like they sent it to me while I was home, eh? Sudbury.
Yeah.
And they tried to hide everything. Like she was getting a little older in that picture, you know? It wasn't, anyway, they're all destroyed.
Oh, he did all that.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't see it. It won't matter. She'll
My
think
aunt in Toronto has a couple of them.
she might.
She does, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if she still has.
You're like me. You like pictures, eh? I sit down sometimes and look at all mine. So anyway, are you making her a little party or anything?
Yeah, but not big.
No.
You know, I
No.
got cake in there and ice cream.
Those cups I sent. That's why I sent those cups. I got them a long time ago.
Yeah, they're nice.
You know, for a birthday party?
Yeah.
You think you might use them?
Oh, yeah.
Good. So I wanted to speak to Brenda about her party.
Oh, yeah, she's right here. Brenda.
Okay.
Ah.
Brenda, I didn't say happy birthday to you. And you had a nice party?
Yeah.
What girls came?
Jacqueline, Kimmy, Johnson, and President Bible.
Nice. And the cake was good?
Yeah.
And how could you blow out all those candles?
Well, I did. My mom was put 8.
With only one big puff?
What?
With only one big puff you did it?
No, well, 2 and 2 puffs.
You had to take 2? So did you get a nice present?
No. What? Well, yeah, I got
Yeah.
4 books, 2 books in one.
Yeah.
And 2 slices.
Gee.
And cards. And 2 $5.
Ooh.
No, I mean $2.
Oh yeah.
My mom said me could see them 2 5 and 1 2.
Oh yes. And did you get your card from Aunt Carol?
Yeah.
Hmm.
She's the one who gave me the $5.
Oh, that is good. So when you come here, then I'll give you your present. But
Okay.
I don't know when you're going to come.
Give me a clue.
A what? Pages. Did you have very much tonight? Homework? Okay.
No, please.
And are you still reading? I haven't.
No.
No.
We're a little bit
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Anyway, phone me up. Phone me up on Saturday, okay?
My party.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.